Welcome back. Well, as all of your stomachs are stretched out from how much you ate yesterday, you're going to have more room to eat chocolate for today. It's one of the best things of any time of the year, and it always makes any bad day better. So we have a new company in town. It's local to Colorado, but it's run by a local park guide. This is Robbie Stout, who I actually went to school with. It's been years, and we happened to get in contact through email. And believe it or not, you're doing something good with your life, Robbie.
I'm doing something. Yeah, it's bittersweet sometimes, but yeah, it's good. It's chocolate.
It's chocolate, and so you always have a good day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're down a little bit, you just eat a little extra chocolate.
Exactly. Especially when you're kind of arms deep in a vat
you always
of chocolate.
Have some.
You're like, so could be worse.
Absolutely. It's ritual chocolate. Why don't you tell us about it? It's made where, and kind of walk us through that process.
So we make this in Colorado, and the chocolate industry is kind of a misunderstood industry. A lot of bars out there have names of companies on them who don't actually make the chocolate itself. And most companies just work with chocolate that's already been made. And 75% of the world's chocolate is made by just 4 companies. And so most chocolate out there really tastes the same. So what we're trying to do is produce something totally unique, sourcing beans from Costa Rica and keeping the process really kind of old-fashioned and pure.
Now let me ask you, Costa Rica, was that because had you tried it from there, or you found the best beans there?
Well,
how did that come about?
Kind of both. That was the first country we chose to visit.
Okay.
And I quit my job as a writer on a Friday, and then Saturday morning we were on a plane to go to Costa Rica. And we just traveled around for about a month and visited several farms, and we found one that was particularly good in a lot of different ways. Rainforest Alliance certified, and good genetics and good post-harvest practices, and it turned out to be our best case scenario. So right now we just have this one bar, but that is years of work have gone into that to produce something really special. We're looking at expanding our origins next year by visiting Peru and maybe Venezuela and some other countries. But
what are the ingredients that go into the ritual chocolate bar?
Just 2, cocoa beans.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, cocoa beans and cane sugar, and it's all organic. And that's
you're
also
going to really get the pure taste of it, because it just has 2 ingredients.
All the flavor you're tasting is from the bean. There's no vanilla to mask anything. There's no soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier. It's just totally, you're tasting the bean. So you're going to get a lot of berry, you're going to get a lot of walnut, and sort of these earthy undertones that are sort of unique to the Costa Rica region. So it's more like a wine where you're tasting some like special flavors based on like what kind of grape, what kind of region, or is it France, is it Spain, is it champagne?
But that says something, I think, a lot about the bean. When you go back to that, you've got to have a good product if that's what you are mostly going to be just tasting. This is 75% just that, beans, right? So if you've got just that area, just that percentage of it, you're not masking it with anything else.
I mean, we can't make mistakes. I mean, if there's a bad flavor, you're going to taste it. So everything has to be perfect. The roast has to be perfect. And so I can tell you a little bit about the process.
Absolutely.
We roast, winnow, remove the shell, because every bean has a shell. And then we do a few steps of grinding to bring it down into a smooth paste. And finally we conch in this big sort of machine for about 3 or 4 days. And it becomes very smooth. That's in the image there, that's the conch.
That looks so good.
Yeah, right.
I'm still so full from yesterday, but man, I think I could really take a spoonful of that right now. It looks so delicious.
Yeah, it's really, you really don't need much. I mean, the bars are fairly small, but I mean, the smallest bite is going to go a very long way. There's a lot of flavor in chocolate. It's usually like the low percentage bars that you feel like you need more of.
Right.
But really pure chocolate has a really long-lasting, full flavor that's going to really last You know.
But a lot of people are getting more into this raw chocolate taste, you know? It's the pure form of the chocolate. And what's so cool about this is that since Robbie is a local from here, he's going to be placing it at different companies here in Park City as well as in Salt Lake. You can start looking out for it at Atticus Tea House up on Main Street, which is one of the best places to go if you want to relax and just enjoy. It's also run by a local of Park City, Randy Winsler.
We're all part of the same class, actually.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
All of us are we all graduated in 03 and now we're all coming back together somehow. So, you know, you can check it out up there. You're also going to put it at Caputo's in Salt Lake.
Yes. I've been talking to Matt Caputo there quite a bit, and it's one of our favorite shops in Salt Lake.
Now he has to.
Yeah, right. He has to.
Matt, you want to do this because it's going to be some really good chocolate. So other places as well, if they want to find out about it, will you list them on your website eventually of where they can get it?
As soon as a shop picks us up, we'll throw them on our website and help throw out, you know, hey, go check out the shop. They have our bars, and it's really a special, you know, bar. There's not very many people doing this in the U.S. There's probably only 25 companies that actually make chocolate in the U.S., only half of which are really worth trying. If you see our bar in Park City, it says Colorado, but it's, I think, important to know that this is made by a true local. You know,
Absolutely.
I've got 3 older siblings that went through the school system here. This is just really where our roots are. I mean, Park City it's
a good place to come back to, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. And there's a cool story on there as well. You can read more about Robbie and his girlfriend Anna, who started this company together. They met, and it just kind of all fell together that you put this company together. So Ritual Chocolate, make sure to keep your eyes out for it. And if you want to try chocolate in its purest form, make sure to check it out. So thanks so much for coming in. And you're going to have to leave a bar for myself as well as for my director, because I think he's like starting to fall asleep in the back. And in my ear, he's like, Jen, make sure you get me a chocolate bar. I'm like, okay. So we're going to have to give him a chocolate bar as well. But again, Robbie Stout, a local from Park City, manufacturing this bar in Colorado, bringing it here, though, to Utah as well, so that you can check it out. If you want to read more, you can go to their website, which is?
It's ritualchocolate.com.
Awesome.
We have like an online shop there as well as a list of where you can find us. So
perfect. Well, we look forward to it. I'm sure this is only the beginning of a big company, and hopefully you'll just start to get all these different bars. So next year when you come back to visit the family for Thanksgiving, we'll have you back on and we'll get the update on everything that's going on with Ritual Chocolate.
Sounds
so
good.
Good to see you, Robbie.
Yeah, thanks for having me.